This episode of Techno Buffalo is brought to you by Harry's. What's going on, guys? I'm Mark Linsenga from Techno Buffalo, and it's another Tuesday show, but instead of doing the usual comparison video, I thought I'd share what's on my wish list for the Nexus 6, and we're all curious on what Google has for us in the future, so let's get on with the video. Now, the first thing I'd really love to see in the Nexus 6 is probably a more affordable price tag. We all know how cheap the Nexus 5 is already, coming in at only $350 for a 16GB version without a contract. But ever since the OnePlus One was announced with its flagship-like specs and incredibly low price at just $350 for a 64GB variant, you can sort of say it's a direct competition to the Nexus 5. If Google were to offer a 32GB standard or 64GB Nexus 6 for $350 or somewhere around that price range, then Google will definitely steal back the spotlight for the best cheap flagship phone. And the next thing on my list would probably be better build quality. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a big fan of the matte finish and high quality plastic design that the Nexus 5 offers. It's definitely a lot better than the Galaxy S5 in my opinion. Having used the OnePlus One on a daily basis, on the other hand, I think Google can definitely improve in this category. The OnePlus One is still made out of plastic, just like the Nexus 5, but they added that little oomph of luxury, lining the phone with silver plastic bezels, which gives the phone a bit more of a premium feel. Now, probably the most important one on my list is a better camera, because who doesn't want to see a better camera on a Nexus phone? The Nexus 5's camera is okay, even with all the updates that Google has pushed out over the past several months. It was only a slight improvement that didn't really change the way how I shoot photos on the Nexus 5. It's not the worst on the market right now, but when you have phones like the G3 and the Galaxy S5, it's pretty clear that the Nexus is due for an upgrade. So Google really needs to spend a lot of time on its software and hardware before it can come close to its competitors. Let's take a quick break from this video and thank our friends at Harry's. Alright. Made reservations already, stopped by the dry cleaners. What else am I missing? Shoot, I have to shave this ridiculously short no hair face of mine. Good thing I have Harry's. I saved $5 off my first purchase by using the promo code TECHNO. $15 got me a set that includes a handle, 3 blades, and a shave cream shipped to my door. They even let me initial my razor just in case my dirty roommate wants to shave his back again. Now, what are my date talking points? So, did you know Harry's less than a year old and is already disrupting the shaving industry, offering a better shaving experience, a better value than giants like Schick and Gillette? The company makes amazing German engineered blades, and they care so much about the quality of the shave that they just purchased the 93-year-old German factory that makes them. Jeff, the co-founder, also co-founded Warby Parker, and there's so many similarities in its disruptive model, which emphasizes great design, meticulous craftsmanship, amazing value, and highly personal and dedicated customer service. Yeah, she is gonna love that. She's gonna love that. Now, jumping back to the video, next would be a Snapdragon 805 processor with 3GB of RAM. It seems like the Snapdragon 805 chips are the next crop of processors that are going to take over the next generation of Android devices. And if that's true, especially with Android L coming later this year with Art now being the default runtime, we should see some buttery smooth animations and performance throughout the whole OS with that constant 60 frames per second that Google's promising. Last but not least, a bigger battery. I've been using the OnePlus One as my daily driver, and it changed the way I use my phone, especially coming from using an iPhone 5S. The 3100 mAh battery on the OnePlus One is just amazing, and hopefully we'll see something similar in the next Nexus. And even though it does take advantage of wireless charging technology, we'd still love to see a slight bump in that department. Of course, with Android L support and Project Volta, we should expect an even better battery performance than we've seen in the past. Now, I did want to mention the form factor of the Nexus 5 before ending this video, and if Google chooses to keep the same form factor as the current Nexus 5, which I feel is the perfect size, then I wouldn't mind that at all. There have been rumors that the Nexus 6 could include things like a 2.5K display, a micro SD slot, front-facing speakers, and even a fingerprint scanner, but I don't think these features will make it to the next Nexus if Google wants to keep the price down. There have also been rumors Motorola could be in charge of the Nexus 6, which means we might see features like active display and always listening technology, and I think these would definitely be welcoming features, so I really hope they make it into the device when it launches. Anyways, that's it for this video, guys. Let us know what you'd want to see in the Nexus 6, and as always, I'm Mark Linsenga from Techno Buffalo. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching this video, and if you guys would like to see more, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below.